abundance, abundance, gratitude to all, abundance, abundance, the mystical one, abundance, abundance, gratitude to all, abundance. Star seeds, I value you, I appreciate you, I honor you, and I respect you. Star seeds, I value you, I appreciate you, and I honor you, and I respect you. You are our true future. Abundance and gratitude to all, woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. So let me start off with the video by saying this to, to the selected few that want to come on my video and try to use methods of reverse psychology, because the things that you are asking me, or the questions that you are asking me as a male, doesn't indicate that you would be a good leader to you, to yourself and the family that you create. Like when you're asking me questions about my predictions, what predictions do I have? I don't have no predictions. Everything that I speak about is thrived around genetics, which is thrived around the sun and the cosmos. Everything that's happening on this planet, even from slavery to even all the way back before slavery, even down to the time that we had fell, where we were speaking telepathically to one another. The first frequency, or the first language, is telepathy. So when we were speaking telepathically to one another, and you ask me about my predictions, what predictions? I'm telling you how the domino effect is happening. That's not me. I'm not predicting nothing that can't be seen or understood through genetics and physics. See what I'm saying to you? I'm not speaking about, this is why nobody that actually studies or practice or has a any type of doctrine when it comes to medical, this is why I don't have problems with these people. The only people that I have problems, the only people that want to speak about the negative or speak negativity about the things that I'm talking about is, or make me out to be something that I'm not, are those that don't understand anatomy. The number one thing that Kala points you to is what? I don't point you to the sun. I don't point you to the universe. I point you to you. And then I point you to the second thing that's directly connected to you, that is actually whole with you. That's the sun and the cosmos. I'm confused. That's total, like, if you're not, the reason why you're so confused about the way things are going on and how life is breaking and how things are happening, and you're like, damn, why is Kala all of a sudden, like, it's like the things that he talk, and then you say, well, you must read the Bible, and you're, no, the shit that I'm talking about for real, that shit don't got none of, the Bible is about religion. The Bible is about genetics and and astronomy. It has nothing else. Astrology and genetics. That's what all your, in fact, I don't even want to say the Bible. All your religious books are about genetics and the cycles of the sun. That's it. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. Even when it comes down to the language that you are speaking, genetics, you understand? And the cycles of the sun. This is what this is all boils down to. This has nothing to do with, even when it comes to the abuse that was going on with the raping and the incest that's going on amongst their people. It's all in there. And people like, oh man, it was all prophesized or it was ordained. You have to really be a weak, and I don't mean no harm, I'm just being honest with you. For you to have some sort of intelligence, whereas though that you can comprehend what you are reading, you have to be one weak, fearful mother joker in order for you to believe that it was ordained for you to be enslaved. Because let me explain something to you. If it was ordained for you to be enslaved, guess what? You would still be enslaved, to be honest with you. And not only that, the slaves that fought against slavery wouldn't fight against slavery, because it's ordained for us to be in there. Just like it's ordained for a tree to produce nutrients for all life to survive on the planet. Just like that. You would literally be saying to yourself, like, that's ordained. Only people that are in fear of taking control of their own destiny, only people that are in fear in fear of trusting and believing in themselves are the ones that are sitting back angry at the people that saw not the shit that the eukaryotic cell did to you. That's something small. But the people that saw the shift in the cosmos, people that understood and overstood that we're not the only life form on the planet, and people that understood and overstood that we are the supreme beings in the physical form in the entirety of the cosmos. People that understood that shit, they're not sitting there, oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? The same way that they enslaved you is the same way they being destroyed. You don't remember me telling you this 2-3 years ago? And people be like, Kalai, you be repeating some of the same shit, just like the sun, rise and set the same way, and constantly giving you the same information over and over about your greatness, and you continue to deny it. You continue to deny it over and over. You do the same shit at your job every day, and you don't become great. You don't move forward. You just stagnated right there. Because you're repeating the same cycle. You didn't learn nothing. You didn't learn nothing. So when people be like, oh, we supposed to go in slavery. We was ordained to go in slavery. No, that everybody would have went in slavery. Everybody wasn't slaves. Because guess what? Everybody eating slaves right now. And this is why they fear for the truth to come out. Because see, black people, so-called black people, those that know that we shouldn't be in no motherfucking, those that know that we shouldn't be in no chains or no psychological, or are participating in psychological slavery either will wake right up out of that shit and become who we truly are. We ain't gonna tiptoe. We not gonna use the cosmos to our advantage when we want to get our point across. We're not gonna tiptoe. You know how people want to use parts of the Bible and don't want to use the other part? They want to talk about this part, don't want to use that. Nah. We don't do none of that. We get the whole thing. Like what? Nah. Fuckers we talking about. I don't care if whatever I'm speaking about affects me directly or not. But the truth must be told no matter who it affects. Because at the end of the day, it's going to have the ultimate effect. To stop this bullshit right here. Lies create war. Truth creates prosperity, growth, and peace. To be honest with you, that's what truth creates. These motherfuckers is lying to each other. That's why it's easier to drop bombs and fight and kill each other. So when I sit here and I listen to some of you dudes, y'all want to start off conversations. I understand the psychological reversal that y'all do. Oh man, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying to you, if you're predicting this, then this is what you should be talking about. How you going to get out of here, man? Seriously. Do your own research. If you think the shit that I'm showing is fake, show some real shit. Because ain't nobody paying attention to you. You know why nobody paying attention to you? Because you ain't real with yourself. You constantly in a state of neuroticism. I'm starting to really, hey sisters, I don't mean no harm. Sisters, I'm starting to really, with all the water, the ultrazine and all that shit, that the estrogen that black men are getting today, I'm starting to question their emotional status. Their feelings. Niggas is operating in their feelings. You can use emotions because you need E for energy to create emotion. But when you operating in your feelings, you on something else, bro. You on some weird shit. You and your personal feelings. My personal feelings is to wipe everybody off the planet that's not us. That's my personal feelings. But my logic and ascension and divine self feelings says they beneath me. They not on our level. They not equal to me on nothing. So why would I waste my time to abuse something that needed to abuse my mother in order to have a life to exist? What we talking about here? Oh, Kalai, you ain't talking about the war in Israel. I done talked about all of it. They gone. What part about that you don't understand? They were created in a lab. They're fucking gone. Everyone that we fucked on the planet and we made babies. See, you gotta talk to some idiots like this. You understand? No disrespect to the people, the true people, but you gotta talk to some people like this. Everyone that we voluntarily fucked and made babies out here and they disrespecting you and shit, that's all out here, they gonna deal with something different from those that were made in a makeshift cul-de-sac. Now you got me? Those that were made in a makeshift cul-de-sac to give them some sort of existence on this planet, they gonna have to deal with something as opposed to those that we have literally breeded on the planet. So when y'all come in here talking that bull crap, Kalai, Kalai, you know what I mean? I don't know what's supposed to happen next, and you ain't telling the people, I'm not no fucking teacher, I'm just a reminder. We've been through this many times before. And if you can't remember the last time that you've been through this, I'm not the one to hold your fucking hand to get through it. Look at nature. The only ones that need assistance in nature is babies. The only ones that need a hand in nature is babies. And guess what? Peep the move. If mom, you stay asleep long enough because you tired from working all these double shifts and shit, and you got the kids in the house, guess what? Your babies at a certain age don't even need you. You done woke up the nigga 3 years old sitting in front of the TV. Now, mind you, he did his best. They did their best. It may be sloppy and fucked up. Cereal and milk might be everywhere, but guess what? They got them cartoons on Saturday morning, and they eating that fucking cereal, and you got that extra 45 minutes of sleep. Motherfucker done climbed up the refrigerator. You like, how the hell did you get up there? How did you get the cereal? How did you know where the milk was at? How did you get, you'll be sitting there shocked. But you got that extra 45 minutes of sleep. See, women appreciate this more than males because we have the luxury to just get up and go. But they don't. You feel what I'm saying to you? But it's not a luxury for real to get up and go, because the beautiful thing is creativity and watching your creation, watching what you manifest, create, and grow right in front of you. So all that other bullshit, you are getting mad at me because I'm not holding nobody's hand about what's going on the planet. Now listen, let me give you this. There have been extraterrestrials that's been on this planet for quite some time. So has it been our brothers and sisters. A couple of them have been here over AKA Antarctica. So let me just give you a quick rundown to this, right? So now here's the deal. The whole thing was a test. You don't see it, but it was a test. You should take Superman and Superwoman ability away from them. Neuromelanin, energy, can't be destroyed. It can only transform. You can't create pure neuromelanin. You can't create organic. You can't recreate it in the lab, and it can't be destroyed. It can only transform. You have what you call your limbic system. Your limbic system, which one we going to? The limbic system, we have what you call, hey mom, how you doing? All right. So we have what you call your limbic system, where majority of your memory is at. Now, I remember originally I was saying that you have 3 brains in your body. You actually have 4 brains. You actually have your stomach, your heart, your cerebellum, and you have your... Yo, Brad, respect to you, my brother, each and every time.
Miss you, man.
You already know.
Oh, no wonder I ain't see you. You got blue.
Yeah. Riding around the Queen, because I got in an accident. Hurt my knee.
Man,
Yeah.
So
I'm good, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Respect to you, my brother.
Where my brethren at? Yeah. I ain't see the band. I'm like, where you at?
Yeah, just chilling, man. Just chilling, trying to get back to health.
That's what's up. Good seeing you, man.
You already know, my brother. Man. My bad, my brother. I was speaking to the good brother and I lost my train of thought. Oh, so let me bring you up to speed. So you have extraterrestrials that are what you call malevolent beings. Now understand something. Everything that's happening on our planet is from a scientific point of view. So nothing is happening on this planet like article. Only the stupid shit that's happening, like you see like, and that's even scientific, to be honest with you. When you see shit that's going on with animals and other races of people and children, that's still scientific too, because you ask yourself, you look at a person that has different animal DNA, so you would expect for them to have certain characteristics towards certain animals. A love for a dog, certain animals, they would kiss them in their mouth and do certain sexual activities with them because they become one with them. You know what I'm saying? You can't alter your DNA. Just the same way that they have to suppress their love and affection for dogs in front of you and certain things out in public, the same way is like you suppressing, like when black women put weave in our hair. You put weave in your hair and you straighten out your hair and you sweat, and all of a sudden that shit just turn right back to what its natural is coil. So you suppress your natural, who you truly are, what's in your DNA, and you can't change that. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing that they do, they call themselves suppressing this and out in the open, and don't want this to be out in the open and worldwide, but it's out in the open though. So anyway, and you had a group, the extraterrestrials that was here, we seeded them here too. So just so that you know, we seeded those same extraterrestrials here as well. Oh, 52nd Street Park. So we seeded those same extraterrestrials here on this planet. We would never have the guts or the know-how, or not even the know-how. We would never have the heart, the soul to do some of the things that has been done to us through three physical terms of slavery: Asian race, the Arab race, and the white race. We would never do the things. We don't eat flesh. We don't do nothing. We feed the entire planet. We eat directly from the sun, and we feed the entire planet. We do the same thing plants and trees do. That's what we supposed to do. That's how we eat and feed everyone else. So anyway, these extraterrestrials been here. So we created something to put us through a test. And the first thing that they had to do is get us to have a confrontation amongst one another. The first thing that they had to do is create a confrontation amongst us, because once you start creating confrontation, you got cash for you?
No, I ain't got my pocketbook.
The first thing that happens is when we start having confrontation with one another, we start. Yeah, you got 4 brains. You got your. You can check it out for yourself. Your cerebellum, it means miniature brain. Your heart, you have cardio neurons inside of your heart. It's called cardiopathy. You have your stomach, and you have your frontal lobe, which is your brain. So anyway, so the extraterrestrials are here. The moment that they got us to start talking negativity towards one another, and they speak about this in a movie, they show you in Gods of Egypt. They show you in Gods of Egypt, but it's really, in Gods of Egypt is really Atlantis. So just so that you know, but they put it in Egypt though, just so that you know, because their blood was what? Golden. Their skin was what? Golden. We talking about the divine Har, Set, and all of them. Their skin and their blood was what? Golden. So anyway, so when they got us to have confrontation with one another, we started becoming densified. You don't see plants and trees and grass having confrontation with one another. You don't see nothing of the same species having a confrontation with one another, except for in packs. So you might have a pack of lions go against this pack of lions. You might have a pack of hyenas go against this pack of hyenas. But you would never see trees and grass act like that towards one another. They will love and care for each other. Trees be sending signals to each other all down. This brother down here, this sister down here, she needs water. This sister down here, she's not getting enough sunlight, so we need to send her some energy. This is what this is why all the asphalt is down, so it can try to break the connection, because trees look just like neurons. The roots are the dendrites. So anyway, as I'm moving forward, extraterrestrials been here, and this been going on for over 400,000 years. Each solar cycle, they have been trying to get us to fall. Each solar cycle. So you have your draconian species, and you have other species here, and some of these species switch sides with them. You have groups of families in Atlantis that's like COs, correctional officers, that are not allowing certain activities and things that go on this planet. This is why if you notice, the royal family has a part of Antarctica named Rothschild something. So you can go look this shit up for yourself. Antarctica, none of these countries can get along with the natural resources on the planet. But all the countries can get along. Russia, China, North Korea, Iran, all of them can get along when it comes down to staying away from Antarctica, and only your scientists is allowed to go there. Your scientists and your top religious people, like the Pope and the Oh. So now let me keep on moving forward. Let me bring you up to speed, since you keep wanting me to teach you. Let me bring you up to speed. Now, how do we know all this to be for a fact? How do we know all this? Simple. You look into what? Genetics. The number one thing that they keep black people from. How did a monkey, zebrafish, worms, mice, rats, dog, cow, how did all of these animals have the intelligence or possess the intelligence to say, listen, we're gonna take samples of our blood so we can splice our genetics so we can make one living organism today? So they don't possess, none of these animals possess that intelligence. So how the hell do we have these living organisms today? All right, cool. Moving forward. And this is a scientific fact. This is why they don't want us to talk about genetics, because it all goes back to that royal family, the moon, and these species that are on here, that are on the planet, that these artificial race is breathing life into their vision, that has gotten us to breathe life into their vision. So now let me move a little forward. Now, as we all know, once you move from, they replace the word, they replace age with world. And they were like, after an age, after we leave one age, like when we leave Taurus and we go into Sagittarius. So right now we're leaving the Pisces age. That's why they say the world is dying. The Pisces age, which is the fish. And if you look up the fish god, which is the Sumerian god, if you look up the fish god, Pindar, Moloch, the Dragon King, Dracula, this is the same motherfucker and his goons. If you look up the fish god represent controlling of the woman's womb. Now, if you look, all you gotta do is just look at the Washington Monument from the sky down. Just like your crop circles are made and they are made with such precision that somebody would literally have to be in the sky looking down and actually telling the person what to do, and they still wouldn't be able to do it. So if you look at the Washington Monument, the fish represents the between the legs of the woman. If you go, all you got to do is look at it. I'm not trying. It's not sexual. It's called Vesica Pisces. All you got to do is look at it. And the Washington Monument is white, and that's the white phallus that's representing that I am controlling, or the mucus phallus, or the eukaryotic cell, or the unnatural phallus that is now sexualizing and abusing the mother of humanity. That's why everything that's all the architect work that's down here, all the buildings that are built, especially in these major cities, all of them send signals or energy to the sky, to the cosmos, to say, this is my shit down here. This is what it says. This is the way we want to live. So I'm gonna drive up here. So anyway, now you can move forward. The fish god, the Sumerian god, Pindar Moloch. So he is the head one behind all of this. Now here, universal law. They gotta tell you the truth and the lie all together. In all your movies, and more importantly, your sci-fi movies, they give you the truth and the lie in your sci-fi movies. So if you go look at the Cube and Transformers, if you go look at, oh, I thought they was open. If you go look at the Cube and Transformers, if you go look at Predator, if you go look at X-Men, when they talk about X-Men and the mutant gene, when it comes to the we're not mutants, but when you come to the mutant gene, when it says the father passed down the gene, this is because they're giving you duality. White people, we have daughter cells. Black people pass down our genetics through what you call the daughter cells, female cells. That's it. What other races of people, it's all based upon the gene that is the strongest and the dominant at that time. So if I got 60% mouse and she got 40% mouse, my gene dominates that. Or let's just say she got 60% mouse and I have 80% muskrat. My gene dominate that. And it's not like that when it comes to black people. So anyway, that's why I said I'm with my next live. I'm still gonna do it, my people. I'm still gonna do it. My next live, I'm gonna get into these antigens because I'm gonna get into these blood type of antigens because that effect, when I was really starting to learn that shit hit me in my soul. So I kind of backed off of it a little bit, but I'm getting back to it though. So anyway, continue to bring this person up to speed that needs help. That's not understanding what's happening because you're not studying genetics or you're not looking at genetics, and you believe that this is the way that we should be living on the planet. When 70% of your body is in water, your brain sits in 80% water, and fruits and vegetables are in the shape of your organs because we feed the planet. Now, let me see. I got this. I got that. Boom. All right. See, this is where I need to be at right here. Can't even come outside. See them people on the corner talking? That's where I need to be at, and I can't even come outside. Well, I can, but I can't be outside. All right. Now let me finish bringing this up to speed. Where am I at right now? Because I want to stick to the extraterrestrials and the genetics, so that way that, you know what I mean. Because this is the end. Damn, I drove past 3 shops, didn't I? Shit. So, no, I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna go down to that one up there. All right. Anyway, so now we done got the extraterrestrials. We done got now we at the end. We at the end of the game. Now you can go to some people on the YouTube channels and you can go. I can't. What's her name? I can't think of this female name that they killed her after she started revealing the stuff that she saw with that royal family. But anyway, my mind is moving a million miles a minute. My mind is moving a million miles a minute because I want to touch every spot because I'm tired of people. This is why they shadow. And this is another thing. This is why I know y'all don't watch my videos, or my videos are being shadow banned, because I've been speaking about this for the longest. And this is why they shadow banning my videos, because my videos are telling you everything or reminding you. It's not necessarily, I'm just a reminder. We all should be reminding each other. We all have a piece of this puzzle in our heart. Moving forward now. So now the ozone layer is being removed. Why the ozone layer is being removed? Because Earth is being pulled. We're back home now. I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, we're being pulled. Where this is, again, I'm driving right past. I don't know where you're from, but again, I'm home now. We're home now. So the ozone layer is being removed. As the ozone layer is being removed, increase in what you call cosmic, an increase in what you call cosmic gamma radiation is now on the planet. And gamma radiation is the highest frequency. That level of frequency that is now hitting the planet is hitting the dormant part of your cerebral cortex, the dormant part of your brain, making you more aware of your surroundings and breaking down the crypto over your eyes. The same thing that shrooms do, and you start seeing all types of geometrical patterns and colors and shit like that, and you start feeling a sense of love and a sense of peace. So this is what the Schumann resonance right now. This is what you're naturally getting from the cosmos now. And because of that, this is why one of the reasons why they gave you the jab, because we're the ones that's walking around with 97% junk DNA that we're not even using at this particular time and moment to have an earthly experience. So they shot you up with that, so to create a blockage from that frequency, and now they trying to give you more of the shit, and now they trying to keep you in fear at the same time because of what's going to be revealed to you when you see other life forms on the planet. You got 3 phases. I done told you about each phase of this. I done told you about each phase that was happening on this planet, and I don't know how we're missing it. The first phase has got to be the most critical phase, because that's the start of putting people completely and totally in fear. And the first, wait a minute, I need to be out. I need to be easy out here. What's going on? But anyway, the first phase, the war, the collapse of the market, diseases, and famine. That's the first. Power outage, that's it. And then that's when people gonna start killing, slaughtering, panicking. People gonna be doing all kinds of shit. That's the first phase. And then they even told you this in the religious books, though. They even told you this in the religious books. They stated in the religious books that Satan has to be revealed on the planet. And when he's revealed on the planet, he's going to be revealed at a time when the planet is so fucking in darkness that he's going to be revealed, and he's going to come to you as a savior. He's going to come to you as a savior, as angels. Oh my gosh, like, we're going to help y'all out. We know what to do. This, that, and the third. We got this. So they're going to come to you as a savior. That's going to be the second phase. That's going to be the most phase. And everybody's that's not mentally strong is going to accept this individual. They're going to accept these people. And then during this second phase, though, I want to say this to my brothers and sisters. During this second phase, our children are going to be experiencing their supernatural ability. This is why they don't want you to create life. This is why they want you to see just a dark and evil world, and that you need all kinds of money in order to raise a family. And because you need that in order to raise a family, you're reluctant to creating life. So now you're reluctant to creating Black Adam, Superman, Wonder Woman, Professor, I'm trying to think of some X-Men characters now. Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean. You are afraid to create that now. You know what I'm saying? Because in your mind, I need to get this income. Oh shit! Then to go from, how many you get? All right, yeah. So in your mind, like, I gotta get these bills paid. I don't know what to do. Food prices is going up. You thought they really gave you some money. Look at all the raises that they gave us. Black people got money during the pandemic. Look at all the money that we was getting during the pandemic. Look at the raises. Minimum wage went up, what, $15? Everybody getting money. Why is it that everybody now, paychecks went up, but it seems like your groceries are getting smaller inside of your house? Why it seemed like you got extra money, but it seemed like now you're working twice as hard? Huh? Why it seem like now you got all this extra money, now they paying you, giving away money. You get minimum wage went up the whole nine. Everybody, jobs hiring, so-called fake jobs hiring. Not everybody's hiring, but why? By all of a sudden? Huh? Because it's destruction by design. I want my brothers and sisters to really understand something. Though universes say, as long as we continue to look for ourselves in this world, as long as we continue to look for happiness and peace in this world, not in ourselves or in our brothers and sisters. We talk about in the world. You will always suffer. You will always suffer. Always. And that's universal law. So when you look at these celebrities or football players and basketball players, all they getting money, they showing you clips of videos that they was out partying and happy on. Most of them are bisexual. Most of them are suicidal. Most of them talking to therapists. They are. Because you think you got freedom because you have money. You don't have freedom. Freedom starts in here. You can have all the money you want in the world, but if you ain't got your motherfucking mind, your generational wealth is going to turn to generational curses. That's it. It's going to turn to just generational curses. Simple as that. So just bringing people up to bringing the individual up to, just bringing everyone up to speed about what was taking place, and not everyone, but a lot of people already understand. You know what I mean? Like we are a different species than everyone on the planet. We're gonna have to be. We're gonna be dealt with based on a sacrifice that we have done to our children. That's what we're gonna be dealt with. And it's not about a belt or a whip. When you watch your other brothers and sisters move about this planet, the way that they put into these sci-fi movies that told you about God. When you watch, when the full truth come out, because everybody's going to come to their realization of truth. When the full truth come out, that you were being manipulated and that you was manipulated out of your energy to believe in something that is naturally you. And all we had to do as brothers and sisters, mothers and daughters, fathers and sons, nieces, nephews, cousins, all we had to do is just not hand our children over to them and participate in their game. None whatsoever. When you realize that, you're gonna cry. That's the part that's gonna hurt, and how much you pay, how much of a part you played in passing down the generational curse and accepting the generational curse. All of that there. Oh, I don't know why I didn't turn right here. Tripping, ain't I? That's what's gonna make you cry, because that's what I cry about. Simple. See, because truth creates the peace, prosperity, growth, love, and value. And that's why I say it's not another species can love us, because they don't love themselves. Because as long as they continue to say that we are all one race, knowing scientifically and biologically that we're all not one race, tells me that you don't love yourself. And you're manipulating me to love you, because you are benefiting from the love that I have from you, and I'm not benefiting from the love that you have from me. And that's the fact. That's where we're at with it. So I value my brothers and sisters. I sincerely do. For those that not understanding and you can't keep up with what I'm talking about, again, study biology, study chemistry, study neurology, and study genetics. How do we go from haploids to diploids? How do we go from a single chromosome to a multitude of chromosomes? How do we do that? If somebody was to walk up to you, nobody's going to ask you what your chromosomes are. They're going to ask you what's your chromosome. Do you know what your chromosome is? Not what your chromosomes are. Because chromosomes are genetic DNA sequences. See? But your chromosome, one chromosome, makes up your male or female. But with us, not only is it makes up who we are, male and female, determines as far as who we are, male and females, our energy determines that, because our souls inhabit these bodies. So I'm not a ball of energy that just so happens to inhabit a male body. I'm a masculine energy that inhabited a male masculine body. Just like you're a female energy that inhabited a female energy body. See, this is when they try to tell you with this gay transgender. If you don't know, again, if you don't understand anatomy, if you don't understand physics, if you don't understand this stuff, you're going to sit there and be scratching your head all the time and be and look at brothers and sisters that speak like me like we're crazy, like we're out of our mind, when truthfully is you're out of your mind, and they're banking on you being out of your mind so that they can continue to do what they do. So again, the ozone layer being removed, the high levels of radiation is on the planet. You see people right now, even it's supposed to be winter months, it's still warm. And not only that, the skin tone of their skin is still changing red. You understand? So many of their scientists has already came out and said that the planet, what more, why do you need to hear from me? Okay, here we go right here. Anybody that need the video, I don't know how you could just search it up for yourself, of a NASA scientist clearly stating he ran his resume down, ran down the resume of all the people that sat in a climate conference, everyone. And all of these people stated in 6 years, the planet will become, the planet in which we live on right now today will become unbearable to live on. In 13 years, if we don't stop doing what we're doing and make changes, there will be no life on the planet. So why do y'all want to come at my neck and not come at or question what he's saying? And then here you go. Here's the other fear things that people say. Here's the other fear things that people say. How do you know it's a war going on Israel and Iraq right now? Are you over there? How do you know what's happening over there right now? Are you over there? Okay, listen, forget that. Let's just ask the number one question. Forget the war if I'm not over there. Let's ask the number one question. How did the eukaryotic cell get here? Simple as that. How did you get here? That's how you know when you're dealing with people in fear and not ready for change. How do you know it's a war over in Iraq? How do you know these videos and pictures are not fake? Listen to me, whether they're fake or they're real, the sun, the activity that's taking place with the sun is real. That's the whole thing. The activity that's taking place with the sun tells me all I need to know when it comes to life on this planet. Somebody's afraid that they even have to create fake wars to keep you in a state of influx. That somebody had to literally keep you in a state of influx. Look at this one. To keep you in a state of influx. Literally. You don't find that to be suspicious? Yo, hold up, my people. You don't find that suspicious? That, forget if they fake or not, the fact that they are literally creating fake narratives for you. You don't find that to be suspicious? How do you know that they're fake? How do you know they're real or not? I don't give a fuck if they real or fake or not. Why do they, if they fake, that makes it even more to let you know that they're running completely, totally out of time. Because they're fake people. First of all, war is fake and those people are fake. So just so that you know, they're not real. So they are fake within themselves. See, you think they're alive. You think they're really alive. Just because you have life moving in your body doesn't mean you're alive. Just because my eyes are blinking like this and you see people talking doesn't mean that they're alive. You ever had a conversation with somebody after you have awakened and really see how dead they are, and to the point that the dead will kill you about life? So just understand that. Oh my. Kala. Why we not talk about Israel? Why we not talk about our children that are being manipulated right now? Why we not talk about our children that are being educated? Okay, forget the wars and stuff over in Iraq. Here's what you could truthfully look up. Is the education system good for so-called black children? The education system is not good for no children except for white children. Not even good for Arab and Asian children here in America. It's only good for white children. So-called white children. But is the education system good for us? Okay. Is the economic system good for us? Okay. So is the judicial system good for us? Okay. Is the medical system good for us? So why are we fucking talking about a bomb and a gun somewhere else, and we're not dealing with the psychological effect or the psychological chain that's on the right hemisphere of our brain? See, this is why I tell you, people dealing with fear. When you're dealing with fear, you will look for everything that you possibly can look for to block out or to mask up what we really should be facing, what we really should be focusing on. And to be truthful and honest with you, I don't give a fuck about the changes that's happening with the sun and the ozone layer, because nothing is more important than our children. See, that's it. See, it should be our children, and then we should be paying attention outwardly to other things. But our children are inwardly, because our children come from us. So this is what we should be paying attention to. So understand that. So let me get off of this thing, man. I was out here. I just wanted to share some vibes with y'all, my people. You know what I'm saying? They took me out here to the park. Let me explain something to you. I feel bad for people that are like bound to, like, they can't move, they can't go outside, they gotta rely on other people to take them outside, and sometimes they don't take them outside, or people that don't eat, you know what I'm saying? They gotta rely on other people to feed them. Like, I really feel bad for these people. Like this, I already felt like that. That's why I have the type of occupation that I have, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? But this here just heighten it up even more. You know what I mean? Like, just to just to know that what people go through, you know what I mean? Because if I didn't have good people around me, man, like I'm trying to tell you, like it would be really Shit's Creek, you know what I'm saying? And I really mean that, man. It'd be Shit's Creek if I didn't have good people around me, you know what I mean? And it's only a few good people. So to make that very understood, it's only a few good people, because some people are selfish. Some people don't give a fuck about your situation. People just think that, okay, Kalai got a broken leg. Hold on for 1 second. Do you know what that does to a real black man a so-called black man that understands who he is and his value? Just think about this. I'm no longer outside in the community, talking in the community on Fridays. So that adds to that. Now, that's something that I love to do. I love to exercise. These are the things that I love to do. As a man, I'm not working, so I have to provide for myself. And if I'm not providing for myself, guess what? That adds to my stress. No matter, I don't give a damn who tell me I can lay on their couch or whatever the case may be. As a man, that breaks that. You know what how that adds to me? So just think about that. Just think about that. A man that independently, you know, my daughter, Amunra, be saying all the time, they be like, why you don't ask me to do it? Why you don't ask me to do it? I be like, I can do it. I be doing it. I be pushing myself to do things on my own. Because you know the difference between somebody that want people to wait on them and look and do everything for them, as opposed to somebody that's willing to do shit on their own. Because I get up and try to do everything. I try to make them, I don't want to be a burden to no motherfucking body. And they looked at me like, how the hell could you even say that? How could you be a burden? You know what I'm saying? Her and my daughter. Like, how could you be a burden to us? But that's just how I feel. That's a real man. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell me. That's a real man. I gotta be really sick. I gotta be really down and out for me to come to them and ask me. And these, I married her, and the other one is my daughter. I gotta be really down and out. So just think about that. There's somebody that's feeling, that's not moving around the way that he want to move around. That's not working right now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want nobody to empathize for me. Please, my tibia toe is fractured in my knee. So yeah, so I don't know. That's not about nobody feeling sorry for me. I'm just trying to give people the understanding. Like, sometimes people could be selfish and not really think about what somebody else is really going on in their mind. No matter how much smiling I do, how much laughing I do, you know what I mean? But in my mind, I'm a thinking man. I'm playing universal chess in my mind as I'm sitting here laughing or joking or talking to people that's playing checkers. But I'm playing universal chess in my mind. Like I'm saying, like I gotta be a thinking man. So anyway, my people, I appreciate you. I hope I was able to bring up whoever else needed to be up to speed. There's a video with Admiral Byrd, who passed away. He said America should not be concerned about no other nation when it comes down to war. We should be concerned with entities that can fly, machines that can move from pole to pole in the blink of an eye. That's exactly what he said. That was Admiral Byrd, and then he wasn't allowed to do any more interviews, and then he died. And then you have the message from 1977. The message in 1977 made it very clear: be still now and listen, for your chance may not come again. All your weapons of mass destruction, all your weapons of mass destruction must be put away. The time for conflict is now coming to an end. Because the planet is passing into a new age, the new age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius can be an age of a great evolution for your race, but only if they are made aware of your evil entities that are. He didn't even say evil entity, because they don't give you messages like that. They say only if your rulers are made aware of their forces that are there to manipulate you. And then in that message, that same message, he said this also to our dear friends: you too have watched our lights in the sky. You know now that we are here. This is 1977. You know that there are more lives or more beings on and around your planet than your scientist admits. Yeah. That's message 1977. Then you had the Andromeda message. He said your enslavement has been orchestrated by the draconian artificial race, a race that many of you believe that is native to your planet. It is not. It's clearly. He said your enslavement has been orchestrated by the draconian artificial race. A race that many of you believe is native to your planet. It is not. Yeah, your Illuminati is nothing but a predecessor of something that's more cruel that's going on. Yeah. Told you this in both messages. I played them. I showed them to y'all. This, that, and the third. And you know, other races of people are starting to pay attention like, yo, that shit is true. Yeah. This was nothing but a test. And everyone had an opportunity to evolve. Everyone. And more importantly, right now, this tribulation that we're going through is about the organic people of this planet. You are being observed and being watched. All these other people are being watched by military. You are being watched and observed by different, your people, same people, but different. They want to see the light come off you. They want to see what you are doing in this tribulation. They want to see your progress with the new frequency on the planet. They want to see your growth and development, how you are moving differently on the fucking planet. They want to see this. They want to see, did you capitulate? Are you waking up and realizing the hell in which you have accepted? This is what they are doing. They are observing. They are watching us clearly. And we asked for this because guess what? There was a point in time we were on the other side watching this. Yes, because see, you have an opportunity at this particular time to echo throughout the entire cosmos, to put yourself in a position to echo throughout the entirety of the cosmos. That's what you got, this opportunity right here, right now. A man becomes renewed by the renewal of the mind. By the renewal of the mind. So I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I hope that this video was brought some clarification. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a reminder. And that's all I want to be. To be truthful and honest with you, that's all I want to be. I appreciate the support from everyone out here. And again, you know, it's each one reach one. I'm not the only one to have a piece of this puzzle. I'm not the only one. We all have a piece of this puzzle in our heart. Open up your heart chakra. Open up your heart chakra. It's okay. Open up your heart chakra. It's okay for... See, we have been taught and we have been programmed to believe that we should be the first to do this so everybody can be on us and everybody. We have been trained to be that way, and we shouldn't. We shouldn't be that way, because I don't give a damn how much knowledge you know. Me and you know the same thing. So let me let you bounce some of that knowledge off of my brain. Wake me up to something instead of me being in the feelings and looking at the world, 1 foot in the universe and 1 foot on the world. Oh, you know what? I still want to get this. I still want to be a part of this. I still want to do that. That's all it is. That's why you're not growing. That's why you're still with anxiety and depression and hatred in your heart. That's why you're so angry, because you still want part of this world. I want nothing of this world. I want to live like an elephant with the planet. I want to live like a honeybee with the planet. That's how I want to. How do you want to live? Ask yourself that in your heart. So I appreciate each and every last one of y'all, woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light, each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kalab Ma'at, Amunra, God gene for life. Sunblood, sunblood. Sunblood, sunblood, sunblood. Yizzo, I am not black. It's not about one love. It's about whole love, peace, abundance, and gratitude to you all. Abundance, abundance, gratitude to all. Abundance, abundance. The mystical one, abundance, abundance, gratitude to all. Abundance. Star seeds, I value you, I appreciate you, I honor you, and I respect you. Star seeds, I value you, I appreciate you, and I honor you, and I respect you. You are our true future. Abundance and gratitude to all. Woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. So let me start out with the video by saying this to, you know, to the selected few that want to come on my video and try to